Mario Party is a series that I would argue most kids grew up playing. The first game released in 1998 for the Nintendo 64 and was so popular that they made Mario Party 2 just a year later, and Mario Party 3 another year later. They pretty much released a new Mario Party every single year up until 2007 with the release of Mario Party 8. And I get why this gap exists, because Mario Party 8 was a perfect game. They knew they couldn't top it. For sure not by a change of developer. I'm sure I'm going to get throttled for this opinion. But let's be honest. Was anyone thrilled about Mario Party 9, Mario Party 10, Star Rush, the top 100? The series was in a drought for years. The car mechanic tanked any joy people got from playing. Whoever came up with the idea of people moving together was an idiot. What kind of board game works like that? Could you imagine Monopoly where everyone moves together? What I will praise from Mario Party 10 is the Bowser mode. I liked the concept of 4v1 that not only created an interesting fresh idea, but made great use of the Wii U gamepad, but this is not even close to making 10 worth playing. Super Mario Party was a return to form. Personally, I thought this game was really boring. The boards are so simple and the game is lacking that flair you see in earlier games. A lot of them have their own theme with colorful creative boards. In Super Mario Party we have 4 little fruit islands. I haven't played Jamboree, the newest title in the series, though I have heard pretty good things about it. I recently played Superstars in the back of a kitchen during work, here's a picture for proof because that sounds crazy, and it was really fun. It had that stupid RNG that makes Mario Party so fun and frustrating. I was in dead last until the last 5 turns, and I won! My coworker was not happy, by the way. I feel like most people have a childhood bias when it comes to Mario Party games. What we grew up playing appeals to us the most because we have that nostalgia factor. I know a lot of childhood bias is coming out when I say Mario Party 8 is my favorite. It was the only Mario Party I knew. When it came out, I was 4 years old, so I did literally grow up with this game. I actually thought for a long time that it was the only Mario Party. I never said I was a bright kid. I remember when I was in kindergarten and a girl told me she played Mario Party 7. I thought she was lying. 7? There's no 7. There's only 8. I eventually got the hang of how numbers work when my nana bought me Mario Party for the DSi when I was 8. Yeah, big day for me. I love counting now. Because Mario Party 8 was what I grew up with, I'll get all that childhood memory stuff out of the way first. The Wii was the ultimate family console and holds a ton of good memories for my family. It is the only time I've seen my grandparents touch a video game. Everybody had a Mii. Everybody took a turn bowling in Wii Sports. Mario was especially big in my direct household. We mostly played Mario Kart and Super Mario Bros, but when I got them to play Mario Party, it was the highlight of the week. I would always pick Luigi, my mom was Toadette, my brother was Drybones, and if we could drag my sister into it somehow, she was Peach. And it was a blast. Mario Party's RNG makes it so nobody really has an advantage based on experience like Mario Kart and Super Mario Bros. That made it so my mom or my sister had a chance at winning and were more likely to play again because they weren't losing over and over to 2 boys who played video games constantly. As I mentioned before, every Mario Party before 9 has some sort of theme or idea. Mario Party 8 is a carnival. This game introduces MC Ballyhoo and his talking hat Big Top, who I don't even remember having names, and he never returns again after this like many hosts in the past. First off, I really like his design. It's clearly inspired by a ringmaster with very vibrant colors and a funny little voice. When you start the game, he and his top hat introduce you to the various tents you can go to that have different activities. The main game is played through the party tent, but there's also a free play arcade where you can play any minigame you've unlocked via the board game, or do a battle mode to see who can win the most minigames. You can also go to the Star Battle Arena where one player goes head to head against a CPU and races to get the star first on the chosen board. It ends at Bowser's Warped Orbit where you can fight off against Bowser after defeating your opponent and get a lifetime supply of candy, along with a cool shiny star rod. This mode was really fun. I mean, come on, you get to fight Bowser. I don't remember if I ever beat it, but I know my brother did. I would gladly check, but unfortunately my childhood Wii won't register games anymore, so I lost all of the data on it unless I get it fixed, but nobody near me fixes Wiis. I bought a new one, but didn't have an SD card. Before you get on my back for that, I was a kid during the prime of this console. I didn't know you needed an SD card for anything. 8 also features an extra zone with 8 unique minigames and a fun bazaar where you can look at your records, buy minigames for the extra zone, buy Carnival figures which are just little collectibles that don't do much, and listen to music and voice lines. All of these extra features add a lot to the game. There's a lot to do with the Star Battle Arena being especially fun. Does anyone else miss Unlockables in Mario? I was so sad when I played Mario Kart 8 and all of the characters were already unlocked. Where's the fun in that? Mario Kart Wii had tons of locked characters that were unlocked as you built your skill. It added even more reason to play. Besides the unlockable minigames, there's also 2 characters you can get through playing. Hammer Bro and Blooper. I really like the idea of having a goal to work toward. Even if I don't touch either character, I still get rewarded for playing a ton, and the little collectible figures are pretty cute. Speaking of unlockables, one of the 6 boards in 8 is locked until you beat the Star Arena, Bowser's Warped Orbit. I love the challenge of not only unlocking this but playing it. 8 has some seriously unique boards, and Bowser's Warped Orbit is no exception. The board is a giant space station where every player starts with 5 stars. The goal is to steal from the others and have the most by the end. The amount of stars on the board can only be the 20 from the beginning, but Donkey Kong spaces can add 1 in. Bowser can also chase you fully around the board if you land on specific spots. Man, I miss Bowser boards. Mario Party 10 is the last one that has one, and it's so lame. Like I said earlier, the boards in 8 are very unique, with everyone offering a different experience. I personally played a lot of Shy Guy's Perplex Express, which is set on a moving train. Players go in a straight line until they reach the front for a star. The trick with this board is that the front of the train can swap between Bowser or Donkey Kong depending on where players land, and the cars on the train can switch places. The straight line board is also in Goomba's Boardwalk, although with different mechanics, while King Boo's Haunted Hideaway, DK's Treetop Temple, and Koopa's Tycoon Town are more dynamic. My all-time favorite was Koopa's Tycoon Town. Like the Bowser board, stars are treated much differently here. The map has hotels that you put money into. Most of the hotels start off as 1 star but upgrade to 2 at 20 coins and 3 at 50. Anyone can add coins to any hotel. Whoever has the most coins in one gets the stars. This makes the value of coins even higher and adds a strategic element. Should you spread your coins out across a bunch of hotels? Should you pour them into 1 or 2 and hope for the best? If coins get stolen from the hotel either by special spaces or by Bowser, it can drop a star, making it important to check in with every hotel. This feels like the most strategic board to me, although it does have a lot of RNG like the Mario Party series loves. What I haven't mentioned yet that is pretty important on this and every map is the items. To fit with a theme, Mario Party 8's items are candies. These candies can give you extra dice rolls, incite a duel, or turn you into a variety of things to possibly screw over another player. I love how items can change how characters look. All of them have different animations. It was something they probably could have skipped, but they went the extra mile with it. My favorite is definitely the pixel art from the bit-size candy, but I love the vampire candy look too. Because Mario Party 8 is on the Wii, that means motion controls, which is probably the most controversial part of the game. While the Wii was not the first to use motion controls, it was the most impressive and popular method of it at the time. It was the whole gimmick. We now have better technology and can look back aware that the Wiimote is not the most accurate. Still, it is an impressive controller even design alone, and I never personally had major problems with tracking. Every Mario game on the Wii wanted to show off the motion controls. My favorite was Mario Kart with the wheel. Sure, making turns can be a little hard, but I had the time of my life doing them. Most of Mario Party 8's minigames involve a form of motion controls. You have to shake them, or point at things, or rotate them, or shake them some more, and that's half the minigames. But it's so fun! Again, I might be biased because I've never had issues with motion controls, but the controls in 8 aren't a problem for me. Some of the games can be clunky and some can feel like they're just forcing the gimmick, but for the most part I find them really fun. The hardest thing I experience is steering. There's only 1 or 2 games that involve a steering mechanic which can be annoying, but is Mario Party really Mario Party without a few stupid minigames? There's also this minigame that is slower than paint drying. I'm sure that if I grew up playing 3 or 5 or 7, they'd be my favorite. I'm not afraid to say I'm biased, but there are a lot of great things about 8. You can't deny that it's a creative and fun game, true to the Mario Party series. On the best console ever, by the way, that's my real controversial take. Thanks for watching.